So work is the mechanical transfer of energy to or from a system by pushing or pulling on it. And we know a push or pull is a force. So work is a force times the distance that it was pushed or pulled. Now this displacement or distance has to be in the same direction as the force. If the force is in a different direction than the displacement, there is no work. So let's look at some sample problems from the worksheet I posted. Number 5, a woman lifts her 100 Newton child up 1 meter and carries her for a distance of 50 meters to the child's bedroom. How much work does the woman do? So when the woman is lifting her, it's in the same direction. So the force is 100 newtons, the weight of the child, and the distance is 1 meter. So that means that she has done 100 joules of work when she lifts her. When she moves her child to the bedroom, she is holding her, but the displacement is in the horizontal direction. She's holding her in the vertical direction, so she is not doing any work in that situation. For number 7, you pull a sled through the snow a distance of 500 meters with a horizontal force of 200 newtons. How much work did you do? So the sled and the force are in the same direction, so we have work being done. So work equals force times distance equals 200 newtons times 500 meters. So the work is 100,000 joules. For number 9, an ant sits on the back of a mouse. The mouse carries the ant across the floor for a distance of 10 meters. Was there work done by the mouse? Explain. So the mouse is holding the ant up in a vertical direction, but moving in a horizontal direction, so there was no work done. So we could say no work was done by the mouse. The force on the ant was upward, but the displacement was horizontal. Okay, number 11. You did 150 joules of work lifting a 120 Newton backpack. How high did you lift the backpack? So now we have our equation work equals force times distance. They've given us work, 150 joules. And they've given us the force, the weight of the backpack. Remember, weight is a force, and we need to solve for the distance. So to get distance by itself, we divide both sides by 120, and the distance is 1.25 meters. How much does the back weigh in pounds? This is just a conversion. So we have 4.448 newtons equals 1 pound. So we could say there's 120 newtons for every 4.448 newtons. There's 1 pound. So if we divide 120 by 4.448, we get 27 pounds. Pounds is also a measurement of weight or force. Number 13, a bulldozer does 30,000 joules of work to push another boulder a distance of 20 meters. How much force is applied to the boulder? So now we have our equation again, just the one equation. We don't have any angles here, so we don't have to worry about our cosine theta that we were doing the other day. So our work is 30,000 joules. We're trying to find our force, and our distance is 20 meters. So if we divide both sides by 20 to get force by itself, our force is 1,500 newtons. And then the last one we'll do together is number 15. A 450 Newton gymnast jumps upwards a distance of 0.50 meters to reach the uneven parallel bars. How much work did she do before she even began her routine? So we have our work. Again, the force is the weight of the person because that is what's moving up, and in the upward direction she moved 0.50 meters. Put a little m. So the work done is 225 joules.